You got involved with the Finance Scholars group at University of South Carolina relatively early in your undergrad career. What value did you get from that program? Would you recommend it to someone else? And if so, why? Like, what did you get out of it?
So the Finance Scholars Program, basically, I mean, you're recruiting for it from like almost freshman to sophomore year, and then you get accepted into it like December of your sophomore year. And the whole reason that this program was even started was to try to help these, state school kids, these schools that aren't originally like quote unquote target schools, and help these selective students maybe get into, investment banking, private equity, whatever it may be that, traditionally like you don't see South Carolina kids from. And the program here at South Carolina has been, wildly successful, and we've been able to kind of almost build a pipeline into a ton of banks and consulting and things like that. And so I guess, getting into it and just that I had these career aspirations, the Finance Scholars just made sense. But what I've actually kind of taken out of it was probably beyond my, most wild expectations. And I think one thing that people say, and it's a little cliche, but it is 100% true, there's probably 400 finance majors on campus here. But not everybody necessarily is kind of wanting the same things. And when you put yourself in this environment with 30 other people that, have extremely high expectations, that are incredibly smart, that are incredibly hardworking, that are kind of always talking about, the recruiting process and what they're doing and everything, it definitely like keeps you motivated. And, I think from that, like everybody's been incredibly successful from it. So I would say, honestly, what I gathered the most out of it was just really a group of 30 people that are all incredibly smart. I will talk to every single one of them for years and years to come, which I think is really special.